Welcome, friends. Today I'd like to share a few quiet thoughts. This isn't an easy one to make, and it may not be an easy one to watch. It seems to me that we are all now the housebound. The people that as active church members we took time to visit and care for and pray for, but who for many of us are someone else, not me. Well, now it is me. And it is you. We are all the housebound. It occurs to me that we can learn from this. That now we know what it feels like to be housebound. Well, a little bit anyway. We're hoping it won't last long, that this virus will pass and we will return to visiting and seeing people, etc. But for now, we know what it feels like to have restricted social interactions. In future, we might be a bit more understanding when we speak to someone who's been housebound for a considerable period of time. Might we take the time and make the time to spend in conversation? But here's the rub. I wonder what the housebound can teach all of us who are new to this about how to manage in these times, how to structure our days, how to find pleasure within our four walls when we have done all the sorting and gardening and reading and washing and decorating that so many of us appear to be throwing ourselves into with gusto at the moment. How do we stay afloat, stay positive, stay sane? How do we order our inner worlds? How do we find and hear and respond to God? A colleague spoke to me of allowing ourselves time to stop and lament before attempting to fill all the gaps that we have left in our diaries and calendars now. Of being still, even if to do so is scary. I don't know all the answers. I don't know what comes next, but I am more open to hearing today than I was previously. Now I'd like to personalise this thought about the housebound a little by honouring somebody. Frank Barcham from Marston. Frank passed away at 1:30 p.m. this afternoon. I first met Frank when I was shown Marston Methodist Church as part of a tour of the churches I was considering serving in Wiltshire many moons ago. I was driven to Marston, and tucked behind a hedge was a beautiful chapel, and stood in front of it who was a man who for a fleeting moment I mistook for my dad. I think it was the beard that did it. I instantly felt a warmth for this man and the church that he loved. And that has never diminished. Frank has sat in worship in Marston Methodist Church just about every time I've been there, and thousands of other times when I haven't been there. Frank was one of the people that made me feel that Devizes and Marston were where I was supposed to be for the next chapter of my life. And today, it feels like one of life's anchors has suddenly come adrift. Frank is the epitome of a Christian gentleman, never putting himself forward, always considerate of others. A humble man who loved God, thought deeply about life, and yet appreciated the simple pleasure of watching birds visit his bird feeder. Frank was, is, and always will be hugely loved, adored, and respected in these parts. He is not known as Mr. Marston for nothing. His loyalty and quiet, deep faith will leave an imprint on my heart for a very, very long time. Go well, stay safe, and God bless you all.